Hey guys, what's up? I just ordered my leather clinic scratch doctor touch-up pen for my Dakota Oyster interior. It's basically to touch up the leather in the seats, particularly where the piping runs along the edge by the door. So like little things like this where the leather gets scratched and discolors from just getting in and out of the car. And kit comes from the UK. It takes about a week to come to New York, to the United States. And I paid in all about $7, and the shipping altogether was less than, I think, $10. It wasn't that much to get this about 3-ounce tube of liquid. It's like a gel liquid paint kind of a thing to me. So the instructions are real simple, a bit on the website there. And I did the front seat, so we're gonna look at that after I show you guys kind of how I've been doing it. So that's the instructions there. You shake it for 20 seconds, then gently press the tip, applying a pumping action. I have no idea what that was. I just rubbed it, like sort of putting on chapstick or roll-on deodorant kind of. You just roll it back and forth. And applying in thin layers, and because it's summer in New York, it's been 80 and 90 degrees, so I just letting the heat dry it. And it's been drying really quick. I did the front seat, so I'm just gonna demonstrate in this video on the this is the back seat. And again, if you haven't been following my channel, I have a BMW 335 X-Drive sedan with the Dakota Oyster interior. So with the cap off, that's kind of what it looks like. It's like a spongy tip there. There's traffic behind me. I'm actually on the road shooting this video. And I already shook it up a couple of times, so I'm gonna just apply it, shake it up again. Shake it up right there, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply it like that. So you kind of could see how the color blends in there. And this kit was recommended to me on the E90 post, BMW forums. And one of my concerns was painting this piping that runs along the edge of the door. I'm just worried about the durability of how long this would last, because the original leather sort of rubbed off from going in and out of the car. And this is a car we only use primarily on the weekends with my daughter, myself as well, but we have another car that we use more often than this car. And that's kind of what it looks like going on. So it looks a little sloppy. What I've done was take a little rag, and I guess the paint is still kind of wet, and just like faded it in with the rest of the leather, so it's not too obvious. And it looks pretty good. I don't know, I'm gonna let it dry, but I'm gonna show you guys what the front seat is saying. So it's not bad. This was less than $10 with the shipping from the UK, and it's a lot in here. I did the front seats, and I have enough for the rear seats, and it still feels full. So let's go to the front seats and see what they're saying. So that's kind of another look at it. There you can see the edge of the paint there. I'm gonna have to probably go in and do that as well. And I'm using this primarily for the piping, not the actual cushioned part of the seat. Basically the edges. So I'm not sure if you guys have deep scratches inside the cushion that you may end up using this there and not the piping. But I'm just primarily using this in the piping. I may actually hit the door as well. The piping in the door as well fades. So this is how the front seat looks. Front seat had all that running along it, and I did this about an hour ago, and it's been sitting here drying. It's about 80 degrees out here. It is raining. It's not sunny, so it's not super hot. So so that's it, guys. I'm pleased so far with it. I mean, I only paid less than $10, which is less than lunch in New York City. So it's not a bad result. Also touched this up, and this hasn't dried yet, so that's kind of what it looks like in the process of drying. But this was deeply faded out, and I think that's gonna need a couple more layers at the top there, but you can't even see where I painted on the part that's actually dried, and I did multiple layers there. So that's kind of what it's gonna look like after the first layer, and that's what it's gonna look like after you do a couple layers of this. And that's it, guys. Morning, guys. We're gonna see the results of this leather scratch removal thing. So my car's right here. It's a cold, foggy morning over the Hudson River. And let's start with the front seat. So wow, yeah, that's nice. It dried in and it flexes with the seat. Now up here is nice as well. The only thing is I did not clean the bolster. So the bolster is still dirty from jeans and stuff like that, the dark navy jeans. When you get in and out of the car, rubs against that leather. But this is actually funny because this is what the leather would look like if it was clean. But it's really good. It looks, what you want when you put something like this on your leather is that you want it to flex with the leather and not crack or chip away. So this looks pretty good. Let's see the back seat. So that's how it looks from the far. And the back seat. Wow, that's even, I can't even see where the thing was. So that's really good. That is actually really good. I think it was there. But yeah, it blends right in. And this seat was actually cleaner than my driver's seat. So I didn't clean my driver's seat before applying this. I should have done that in retrospect, to be quite honest. But this looks quite good. All right, guys, that's it. That's actually good work. So I highly recommend the kit. It's less than $10. I can't remember what I paid for it. Maybe $7 with the shipping from the UK. And it looks decent.